wanted people to walk into this space, sit down, feel comfortable, and understand that all of these pieces could be found at a place like the ACC show.
Well, we're big fans of the ACC and the whole craft movement. Initially, we were asked to design this space, which is for the Balvenie Scotch Company. What we wanted to do in this space is have a combination of historic pieces that represented the sense of history that Balvenie has, and modern pieces as looking to the future as that company represents.
So I've really loved working with Alan Dager. I chose this chair because this chaise lounge, because it reminds me of Egyptian things. At the last minute, I was able to add another piece from Myra Burg.
I have a very strong background in not only design, but more of an ethnic-based design, and I believe a lot in individual talent. And then when I came across David's work and I started looking deeper into his work, it really just spoke to me. It has a little bit of an Asian inspiration, but it has a whimsical fact to it that I love.
I selected Mike Sluder, and his piece is a bronze sculptured piece, and Brooks Burroughs, and these are stones that are carved into votives.
This piece is by Piel. The form itself, I love curves and circles, and the fact that this is made from wood, it's not glass, it's inlaid with precious stones.
I used this, obviously this sculpture from Michael Szabo from San Francisco, and I love the movement and the grace to it. As a juxtaposition against that, I used this pot from Steve and Becky Lloyd from North Carolina, and the leaf pattern in the pot actually inspired the whole space.
I love Amy's work because every piece is so dimensional. There's so many levels to everything that she does. But as you start looking at it, you realize that multiple old vintage pieces, are put together to create a little person.
The space itself is a sculpture. Think about planes of light and solids and voids and different materials.
Lynn Pollard is the artist who does the fiber pieces, so she has the wall pieces. Derek's hand-carved chair. My dad is a woodworker, so that was a natural transition for me as well. And then Jim's pieces, just the beautiful orange color that he uses.
Matt Campbell designed our table, which is a Scotch tasting table. It seats 12 people. It's a dining table. And then we had Donald Shelton, who did some stools for us, a table over here. And then we have some beautiful wind chimes that are done from antlers, natural shed antlers in stone. And those are fantastic, and those are done by Richard Bloom.
I chose this red quilt called Red Totem by Cindy Cristela, and it evoked a sense of nostalgia for me. My grandmother and my great-grandmother had quilts in their home.
I chose a glass chandelier by Kathleen Plate. It adds another dimension to the center of the room. A beautiful reclining wooden sculpture by Keith Holt. He has classical poses of the human form, but he integrates white and abstract.
We are big supporters of craft. We love being involved, and we're glad that this happens in Atlanta. Drink down your scotch.